The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. Today, a ranked versus ranked matchup as a couple of top 25 teams get set to go jaw to jaw. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Buffaloes will put total weather to crank us up. Fielded in the end zone, it's Manning. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking for a productive play on first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Zings it complete to the right. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll try the run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6. Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We've got a top 25 showdown in this one, both teams with an opportunity to get a statement victory. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Buffaloes will kick it away to start. And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I love the play call. First play in a game, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players the football right now and let you know about it. Awesome job.
Intercepted. Bringing it back. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
All right, good news. The game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double-teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Quick spin on the run. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
The Buffaloes are flying down the field. They try to get it outside on the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Bucks.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Boy, they open this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Finds his man. It's Cooper. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Leaves it with the back. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. Couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's looking deep, and it's caught inside the 20.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Cook. Pocket starts to collapse. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the field goal unit is on the field. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Throwing right. And the pass is intercepted. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're in defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Great team defense on that run. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Working that left side now. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Looking downfield, it's Cook. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Missouri! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. You get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Running back searching for a hole. Twist his way through. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. On second down, will they go back to the ground game? They'll run it on the counter. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. After the misfire, now on second down. Here's the handoff. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Missouri 10, Colorado 7.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Dropping back, it's Sanders. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. And the Buffaloes will punt it away on fourth down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Finds his big tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They've got it. First and 10 at the 42. He's going to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Tigers will have it first and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the... And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Missouri 17, Colorado 7.
And he's going to try to return this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Off the RPO, complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know it's...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Going for it all. Ball in the air, intercepted. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Coming after it. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Might as well give it to him again. At midfield, he's got room. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he got loose, it was all over. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Colorado 7.
He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage.
17.
At the 17. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get better.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground, and that's why they've built a lead.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Buffaloes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Cook. Finds his back in the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
2nd down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Cooper. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the option. Now the toss. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Missouri! Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking to pass. It's Sanders. He's got his man. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll give it to the back. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away.
Missouri 31, Colorado 7.
Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. Oh, he's going to go for the return. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Back to pass, it's Sanders. Trying to get to it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
He's got it on the right. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
To the sideline, and he's able to tiptoe his way to a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, a nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Back to throw, it's Sanders. It's complete to the left. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He'll ride his man on the option. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
How great is it to be an offensive coordinator having a quarterback like this? Because he can go and generate first downs with throwing the ball and running the ball. It seems like there's nothing this kid can't do.
He finds his man. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. He's looking to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. At the 35, he's loose. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Oh, he gave him a dead leg. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the pitch. Oh, the sweet feet. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Field goal is good. And now the lead is even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Slips through the line. Got a little room. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Buffaloes are in the red zone. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there for the 1st down.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going for 6. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Manning. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Final play of the quarter coming. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Power football with the run. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Hey, 5 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Tigers are on the move. They'll run the counter. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
On third down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. No good. Really had a chance to stretch it out there, but I think he'll live with a 20-point lead. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Lost one deep down the right side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Sanders. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. They keep attacking through the air, looking to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Got a man. It's Miller. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Hey, sometimes your quarterback's getting flustered and running all over the place, and that's the reason your offense isn't successful. Not that time. Had plenty of time to throw. Now let's see if we can get some execution out of him moving forward.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado.
hurt because defensively you got him right where you want him. You got him backed up. You got to make him make a play, but you want to make him throw. He doesn't throw because he can do that. Look at him scramble around, make something out of nothing, and run it in for the score.
To the air, it's Sanders. Feeling some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. The give as they work on that clock. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's just to really eat.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tiger. And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hunter. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. A little screen to the running back. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Looks as if they'll stay aggressive here. They go 5 wide on 2nd and 3. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. Using the quick game. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Getting some heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the catch, he's got enough. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They want to just keep throwing it. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Kyle Field, home to the Texas A&M Aggies, the Corps Cadets, the world-famous 12th man, Lady Reveille, and from early indications, a whole throng of Aggies ready to make some noise. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So LSU's offense will get the first possession of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got
flying down the right side. Past the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers!
What a way to start this game offensively. You find the matchup you like, you put it in his hands, and he does the rest. The defense looks like they were sleepwalking out there to start this game. One play, they go the distance to score a touchdown. This defense better wake up.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. The Aggies offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
no doubt. They got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
Texas A&M going quickly. Gets it past the marker. He's off to the races. At the 20. Touchdown, Aggie. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. And the extra point is good. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. On the move. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Running it back, it's Estrada. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
That's reeled in. It's Estrada. He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. They've really performed at an elite level in conference. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Aggies. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Red pass, it's complete. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. They'll try to get it through the air. Complete downfield. Running toward the tape. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you see the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way.
Can anyone catch him? That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. On the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. Couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
They get him on the ground, a 6-yard run in the red zone down to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quickly complete. And he couldn't quite get... And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are on the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Got it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score. And the quarterback is knocked down back in the 13. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Out of the gun to give to the back. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Fireworks aplenty in this first quarter, and these two teams put up some numbers as we look at the stats. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. On the return, it's Estrada. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
And I don't care if I did it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Going up top on first down. Makes the grab. And the defense couldn't corral him, and they took it all the way. Touchdown, Aggies. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the quarterback is snowed under. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. All the speed on the field for that punt coverage team. And you can tell they caught up with them and forced the fumble.
On first down, here comes this offense. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Really good start to this drive. They've moved the chains a couple of times. They've created some space. They'll snap it from the 36. Turns it on in midfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Texas A&M going up tempo. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be 4th down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. The official says no good. Flag on the field, and the kicker's going to have a little bit shorter distance to work with. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Aggie! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense getting set for first down. He'll start this drive firing. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using.
Speeding down the left side. The 10. Touchdown, Aggie. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now... And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Now improvising. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. LSU right back to the line. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Floats it out in space. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The expressway is wide open. The 40, the 30, 10. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They'll throw it on first down. Finds his big tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
They'll give it to him again. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Brings up second down.
The give to the back. And the Aggies get enough to move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. At the 35, he's got room. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd and goal for the offense. Marches ahead. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the pummeling has started. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the guard. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Michigan came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
All right, they showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaches.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it toward the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about it.
They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the chains for the first down. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Open runway ahead. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Aggies. And the beatdown has ensued. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Makes the catch. It's Patterson. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going to try to get it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He'll bring it back. It's Estrada. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Handoff from the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to the ground with the running back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. A 3rd and long coming up here. On the run, it's Farrell. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good relief.
Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Coming out with it, it's Alvarez. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Maybe they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here comes the option. The pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The option look. Quick toss. At the 45 on his way. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. After making one field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The first down for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He makes the catch. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Comes out throwing on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Now on the option. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Now the pitch. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. There's a long and storied history of great games.